So a bike fit is looking at optimizing the interaction between the rider and their bike. It's essentially trying to get you to be most comfortable, most efficient and most powerful through the bike. So if you want to ride faster, further or for longer, it all determines as to what type of fit we eventually result with. The people who most benefit from a bike fit are cyclists that are in some form of discomfort or pain. So looking to trying to address the interaction with the bike that's maybe causing their problems. Also maybe people who are trying to buy a new bike, so a bit unsure about what size to get. Often coming to have a bike fit first takes all of that guesswork out, so they know exactly what to buy, so it saves them the issue of having to either exchange or get another bike after. The fitting process starts with an interview. Here we get to know about the rider themselves. We ask how long have they been cycling for, what their upcoming goals are, and what the sorts of things which they want to get out of the fitting session. We ask them questions about previous injuries, so asking about things which may influence their position or posture and comfort while being on the bike. We then listen to the discomforts that they're feeling on the bike. What are they feeling on longer rides? Where are the aches? Where are the pains? And that gives us an idea of what to look for when we see them on the bike itself. We then see how you move off of the bike. We look at things like forward flexion, we look at your hip range of motion, your hamstring length, to give us an idea about what restrictions are going to affect you on the bike, and maybe an idea of what for us to work on in the future. So the session starts with video analysis. So it looks at you, how you're moving on the bike prior to we do any changes. This allows us to get an idea about what your current setup is perhaps lacking, and gives us an opportunity to take some before footage so we can compare it to afterwards. So we first look at your shoes. We asking questions about how your feet interact with your footwear. We think about where your cleat position is, so the bottom part of the shoe which interacts with the pedal. We may have a look at adjusting that to try and get your foot as stable as possible and as comfortable as possible. Afterwards, we move on to saddle position. We look at the saddle height. We have a look at the setback and also the tilt of the saddle, just to try and get you as stable as possible and as comfortable as possible on the bike. We then have a look at handlebars. This may be from handlebar height, handlebar width, how far away the handlebars are from you, and we can adjust those quite easily with our jig which we have in the session. These three components often have quite a lot of interplay together, so as we refine one, we may need to slightly adapt the other. This allows us to find your individualized optimum. After we make any changes, we listen to your feedback. We hear about what feels better, and through comparative testing, we're able to find your individualized optimum. A bike fit should result in improved comfort, stability, and power through the pedals. Altogether, it's a recipe for success for making a faster, comfier, and more enjoyable ride.